Alright, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be sort of reviewing this game here, Moto X Mayhem for the iPod or Touch or iPhone, depending on whatever you use. And I'll also kind of go through each of the islands, this one being Bear Island, and just kind of show you how to beat it, and I'll give it a score at the end and all that good stuff. The first thing I'd like to say about this game is the mechanics work marvelously. Okay, I looked for some other games because I got really into this game, and nothing could match it. I mean, I didn't like anything else because this was so good. Now, that brings me to my second conclusion. I wish I didn't have to go looking for more games, but the fact is this game is extremely short, and I just totally messed that up there. Sorry, I am not the best multitasker in the world, but, so, as I was saying before, the game is short, and that's why I can pretty much play this entire game in this review. But it's kind of short and sweet type of thing, and I'm really hoping that they come out with some new maps here soon, because this game released in like what, November or something. And second of all, as I was saying before, like, the mechanics work. The leaning is pretty much superb. There is a few glitches in this game. Like, sometimes your guy will just start out by leaning backwards. And, like, you can't really stop that. So, it's kind of gets annoying. You have to kind of restart, and usually it works. Another glitch that I had is found that can happen quite often is the boost or your throttle or whatever. Messed up again. Your boost will basically be turned on forever, and even though you're holding brake, it still like wants to go, and you're not even holding the throttle button, and that can, in some maps where you need to slow down, that can really be a problem. So, but other than that, the game's pretty much flawless as far as well, there is actually one other thing. If you land on like something that's kind of spiky or something, and your foot just barely touches, then you will fall off. So here you just want to kind of tap forward. The graphics on this game, some may beg to differ. If you played Trials HD on your Xbox 360, then this is kind of a simplified version of that. Like, really simplified, obviously, but come on. Wow, that is the first time I've ever screwed up there. I must be really bad at multitasking, talking, and playing. So, I will shut up for a little bit and beat the rest of these levels so we can get on to the Rock Island, or I forget what it's called now, but alright. So there you have the first one. As you can see, it only took me 2 minutes to beat. I've played it quite a bit, and I still crashed twice, so that is fairly short, and the first level is by far very simple. So this one, Lost Island, this is by far the more challenging of the two, and there's a few different sets. I like the idea. There's a couple different ways to control your guy. As you can see, I'm using the digital way, but you can also use the tilt mechanics, so you can tilt it back and forth and whatnot. The graphics, it's cool because it's cartoony, but like the world and the guy just kind of fits in together. I wish that there was kind of a bike selection. The bike you see is the bike you get. You can't change color, rider, or anything like that, size. So I wish there was more of that. The idea that you can have 10 lives is pretty cool, and then once you go into the practice mode, after you beat all these levels, you can go into practice mode and just choose whatever level you want to play. So that's kind of nice. Let's see here. So yeah, as you can see, most of these levels are pretty simple, but the last 3 or 4 are probably the most fun because they're the most challenging, because you actually have to use well-used timing. So this one here, you have to be careful. Like, this is one where that internal turbo glitch comes in and can really ruin, so it can just be a major downer. But yeah, overall this game is really fun. Like, I mean, it's really addicting because it's one of those games where, like, it's high rated on the iPhone list, and but yet you don't have to go through a bunch of stuff. Like, for instance, GTA, that game, I love it, very fun, but if you're gonna play it, you're gonna have to, like, sit down a while. This game, you can just open it up, kind of play it real quick, have a little fun, and go on to whatever means of life you live. So, so yeah, that's pretty much, you kind of get the basic idea. I know this is way behind, but this is more just kind of a debut. If there's any apps I can review, I know there's already a ton of people doing this, and they probably use much better quality than I'm using. Just let me know, you know, if there's anything you want to know about any apps. I'll see what I can find for you. And as you can see there, I just fell into a pit type thing. But yeah, this game is really fun. I mean, that's the nice thing about it. It's short, it's sweet, it's very addicting. You just kind of go on with it, and then you have to, like, time this right here. So just, yeah. So it took me a little while to master. Like, as you can see, I've bailed a couple times, but if you're really focused on it, you know, and get used to it, then usually you can beat it with only falling off maybe once or twice. If you're good, then you won't fall off at all. But yeah, if you like the game Trials HD for Xbox, and I'm just using that because I really did enjoy that game. I just died again. Alright, if you really did enjoy that game, then you'll by far enjoy this. And for 99 cents, that's another great thing. I'd say it's definitely worth it. They set the price just right. I mean, if there would have been, say, 5 more islands, as they call it here, then this game could have been probably worth $5, literally. But because it's so short, you know, 99 cents is about the perfect score. So, alright, well, that's about it. And overall, I'd have to give it about a 7.9. It's really, really fun. A really great game to pick up, you know, play, whatever. But the fact that it's so incredibly short just kind of kills that a little bit, and I hope they fix that in the future. Hope you guys enjoy.